welcome back to the fourth week of the Electrosports College Football League. And our first game today is the Bandits against the Music. The Bandits, they have been dominating and I think is one out of three teams who are still undefeated. The Music have had a little bit of a rougher start to the season. So we'll see if there can be an upset here or if the Bandits are going to continue their winning streak. They do have Spoons on Maple, who's probably the best offense and blocker lineman in the league. And when in 2 years, he's a rookie, he's in year 2. In 2 years, he will be drafted and will probably be one of the best ones in the whole league. I also have a decent gunner, and in the Music, they'd have Eyeball Shots, who is a good blocker. Piss Champagne have proven himself to be a decent player. Chemistry, this shows whether the player is good blue, purple or bad orange. Oh, he's a bad chemistry. And he has cancer. Oh, he is not. He's locker room poison. Oh. All right, let's go. It's a scorching hot day here in Music City, and Ramona Tart is going to start with the ball. So let's see where this can lead us with the Music is trying. And I don't know if it was yeah, they throw the ball actually. Okay. Spalding Top Hat doesn't get anywhere. He is a year 3, so he will be in the draft. Ramona Tart tried to get anywhere but didn't. Leprechaun Manila threw the ball for 6 yards. And then we have Leo Yellowhella managed to get a first down. Here is Mani again. He gets sacked by Sleep-A-Lot. Yellowhella, that pass is overthrown, but here is Ramona Tart with a really good run. Managed to get through the line for 30 yards. Sleep-A-Lot gets sacked by Grundleslark. And Maple sacks next one. Hoggy Fractions, another year 3. Didn't get any. He caught the ball, but wasn't enough. And there is Teddy Splitcapper, managed to get the ball for a nice receiving there. Nathan Mattress, 2 Yellowhella, and it's another first down. That is deflected by Spalding Top Hat. Here is Yellowhella again, trying to run it this time, but only gets 5 yards. Mattress gets stopped in the middle. And the Music said, oh, there's an interception. It's Yellowhella that gets a interception. Mani passes, touchdown. Po Wake. They have several really good players here, the Bandits. That ball is thrown away from and Too Thin Tony ran the ball for 1 yard. And it's the Bandits once again that are on the offense. They stopped the Music pretty swiftly there. But the Music takes the ball back, but it's very fast sacked. Too Thin Tony gets nowhere, and that was a very fast Teddy Splitcap, the little goblin, running away down to the 13-yard line. And Yellowhella is stopped. Mattress passes. Yeah, well, you're supposed to have a player in the end zone as well when you pass there. And there, Teddy Splitcapper managed to catch that ball and gets a first down. Then we get a sack. Mattress is stopped. Money. Oh! Deflection in the end zone. Here is Piss Champagne, who apparently have been in a big fight with Yellowhella and had no stamina left. Too Thin Tony, he has been absolutely horrible in this game. Done absolutely nothing. Yellowhella passes. Oh, that's a nice pass to Teddy Splitcap, who gets down to the second yard line. Now also tackle for loss, but there's another touchdown. Teddy Splitcapper now gets the ball in the end zone. Ramona Tart manages to get through the line and gets a 28-yard run. 3 carries for 58 yards, and there's a nice catch to Piss Champagne, who is actually not very fast, but good hands. Gets another receiving there, and Tart threw the ball. Champagne, and there is Hoggy Fractions, the Kongan, getting in for an 8-yard touchdown, and it is reduced to 2-1 for the Bandits. Yellowhella, nice pass, but that's deflected by Spalding Top Hat. Mattress gets stopped. No, it doesn't. He threw the ball very short. That ball is thrown, I don't know where. Manila gets tackled, and here is Piss Champagne. He does not get it to the first down line. Split Capper on the other hand does and gets a 18-yard run. And here's Quake, Satyr, getting a 29-yard run. No, 29-yard receiving. Mani. Oh. Grundaslark is killed. Oh, okay, we have our second second dead of the week. And then Teddy Split Capper gets a touchdown in the following play. Oh, okay. Another kill. They are... I don't know why they're so brutal here. Too Thin Tony. He threw this ball and 1 yard. And here is Hoggy Fractions again. Oh, he slaps Leprechaun Money silly there and gets 23 yards. Here is Ramona Tart. She gets another first down. Too Thin Tony passes. It's a turnover. Yellow Hella gets an interception in the end zone. That was an important one for the Bandits. Now they can maybe increase their lead here when they're on offense. Yellow Hella throws that flat and nobody's there. Too Thin Tony. Okay, he does something. He sacks. Here is Split Capper getting a 17-yard catch. Quake getting a 14-yard catch, while as the Bandits slowly make their way up the field. And there's another touchdown. 4-1 to the Bandits, who look very much to continue there. But there's an interception. And Ramona Tart is injured by Spoons on Maple. And Teddy Split Cap gets 5-1. Gonna increase the speed a little bit here. Michael Jopp, who have come in, is actually doing some pretty good job here. The draw. It's actually a fast drop. His Champagne has jumped over to running instead. Oh, there's a Leprechaun Mani and with another interception. And the music really have nothing against here. Yellow Hella. No, that's deflected by Hog Refractions. Oh, there's a turnover again. Another interception. Quake. And Teddy Split Cap gets a 39-yard touchdown with for 6-1. Trash Can didn't do anything. There is Hoggy Fractions again. The music is completely stalling every single time. Teddy Split Cap, 25-yard receiving. And I have no clue who that was, but Quake, he does another score. And there's a sack by Spoons on Maple. And there's another turnover. Teddy Split Cap with the Goblin intercept. Oh, but there's a directly they give the ball back. That's nice of them, just to show a little bit of sympathy. Hoggy Fractions caught the ball for 1 yard. Piss Champagne run the ball for 2 yards. And Teddy Split Capper is player of the game, as the Morpok Bandits beat the Trumpton Music School with 7-1. And Split Capper got 82 fan points. Min the Sleep a Lot is the best player for the music school with 49. 289 receiving yards. Next up is the Storm against the Stampede. The Storm has started a little bit better. The Stampede are struggling a little bit, but they have 1 win, and it's a rainy day. Oh. Clarence Budgie is a good blocker lineman. I don't know, and Wells Fargo is a good runner, I say. 495 yards, 100, yeah, a little bit over 100. I have played Terror Tree in the Stampede, and Prax Daughters, and Gorgeous Leonard. Yeah. Okay, but he's been decent, 468 yards, actually more than Prax Daughters. Oh, okay, let's start the game. It is raining. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. There's gonna probably be a lot of interceptions and everything in this game, or fumbles. Terror Tree is gonna start with the ball for the Stampede, and they really don't like each other in Storm. Terror Tree gets an 8-yard run there, and then passes to Prax, who gets 22. Oh, that's an interception directly. Ski Throbbo intercepts the ball for the Storms. Here is Wells Fargo. Diana Lean Meat gets 1 yard. That's deflected by Georgie Wheelchair. The ball is back. Here is Orpheus Galaxy. I like him. He's a good player. Here is Gorgeous Leonard breaking tackles from everybody. getting 39 yards on that receiving. Here's Galaxy again. Terror Tree gets sacked by Budgie. Combination gets sacked by Icon. And the Adrenaline Meat gets a nice pass there. Galaxy chases her down. There's a drop by Skibo. Ted Fiddler didn't get much. That ball is thrown out of bounds. And here is Terror Tree again, the captain. Sleepy Combination is trying to throw something but can't. Orpheus Galaxy is stopped. There's a lot of things going on in the midfield here. Not really any team taking to getting the advantage. There's the turnover. The Adrenaline gets an interception. And then she gets a pass and she's gonna score for the Storm. 1-0, yeah, and it's 76 plays left. Clippy Combination passes that one. Orpheus Galaxy is too far back and can't catch it. Here is Galaxy on one of his runs, but it only gets 7 yards and is stalled. Wells Fargo now managed to avoid people and get 17 yards on that run. The Adrenaline is completely stopped. Ted Fiddler passes. It's Sahara Dawn. The Ursin and scores 30-yard touchdown. And the Grey Ball gets a sack. Lean Meat deflected the pass, and there's a deflection again. And the Storm are once again in the... But Sahara Dawn drops that pass. Here is Lean Meat, gets the first down after a 10-yard run. Ted Fiddler passes. It's Robo who gets a 19-yard receiving. And there is Sahara Dawn with another touchdown. And I think that... oh, but here we have Gorgeous Leonard getting a nice pass. 41 yard. I think that's the longest pass so far. And here is Gorgeous Leonard again. Will he make it to the end zone? Yes. Gorgeous Leonard, your sin scores a 38 touchdown. Then he immediately sacks the ball carrier. But that doesn't really matter since the Adrenaline then gets a run for 18 yards. But here's Orpheus Galaxy with a interception. And there's a lot of things going on here. And the Stampede can reduce the score a little bit more. Actually, Gorgeous Leonard can't reach that once Trobo is intercepted. But there he gets another touchdown at 7-yard receiving in the end zone. Here is Lean Meat. It's deflected. Sahara Dawn drops the pass. And Stampede is once again here. Slipper Combination passes. Terror Tree can't go enough. There's a lot of things going on at the same time here. The ball is changing hands a lot. Stampede lost the ball, and there's the Storm again. But that one is deflected by Wheelchair. And now they're stopped. Stampede once again going Terror Tree through the ball for 4 yards. And Gorgeous Leonard catches it again and breaks a lot of tackles. And gets 27 yards on that pass. Orpheus Galaxy ran for 0 yards. And there is Gorgeous Leonard. Third touchdown of the game, and he has single-handedly equalized the score. But here gets Sahara Dawn on the kickoff with a 40-yard receiving. Oh, but it's a Prax Daughters gets a interception, and Sahara Dawn is injured. And Prax Daughter gets another receiving here and gets a 39-yard. Claire Budgie sacks. Orpheus Galaxy ran for 0 yards. Whoa, 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 there's a lot of big, you small, me win, you lose. Okay. It's 3-3 with 36 plays left. And the Storm have lost their momentum. And they're stopped once again here. Terror Tree, 2 Gorgeous Leonard. And Ted Fiddler is injured by Orpheus Galaxy. And Gorgeous Leonard gets another pass. Can anybody stop him? Yes, they do, but it's only on the 4th-yard line. That ball is thrown out from Slippy Combination. And then the Adrenaline managed to stop it in the end zone. And then they're stopped. A nice goal line stand there. Here is Milky Carp Pack, the canine who came in instead of Sahara Dawn. On the Slippy Combination deflects the pass and lands Boyle the Orc. Tried to run it, but didn't go anywhere. Here is Skeep Throbo with a nice pass. And in like 3 plays, Storm have gotten into sight of the end zone. And there is the Adrenaline through the ball for a pass, which gets them down to in there. And now the Storm has taken the lead. Skeep Throbo gets a... No, it was not Skeep Throbo. I don't know who that was. Orpheus Galaxy gets sacked by Budgie. And the Storm have taken the command in this game once again. They are now leading with 4-3 with 17 plays left. Stampede still have a chance to equalize this, but they can't get sacked by them. And Lean Meat deflects the ball in front of Leonard. Then Beasties sacks the ball carrier, and then Robo drops the pass. And the Storm is stopped once again. Daughters gets the ball for 22 yards. Combination passes to Leonard, who can't get it. Robo is there to deflect it, but here is a nice pass down to Prax. Daughters again, and Terror Tree passes. Galaxy caught it for 2 yards. Combination as Daughters, and it's equalized again with 5 plays left. Is this going to be a tie game? Stampede have come back twice in this game, and is really wanting to, like, we ain't gonna lose. We already lost 2. We don't want to lose another one. 1 play left, and the Lean Meat is stopped, and we have a tie between the Twin Peaks Storm and the Hill Valley Stampede. Player of the game is Clarence Budgie with 4 sacks, 11 tackles, 49 pancakes. That's very nice. Gorgeous Leonard gets it for the Hill Valley Stampede with 205 receiving yards, 3 pancakes, 1 sack. Yeah. Well, the third game of the week 4 is they're not called Guardians, the Iron Forge something. With against the Volcanoes. The Volcanoes have had a horrible start to the season with 3 losses. But they have a pretty decent offense. Sorry for that sound, I moved my microphone. Because my cat has pushed it away. Hello, Smile. So we have, I think it's Iron Forge University or something like that against the Volcanoes. I'm trying to learn it. Yo is a good runner, and Merc Costo is a good receiver. For the Volcanoes, they really have nothing of. Rename player is a decent blocker, but they're just a team of averages. It's a beautiful day for some Bruce Ball and Carp Volume. The Celestial is gonna start with the ball, and the coach really doesn't like the players, and the players doesn't like each other. Here's Volume to Zena Keybunt, who breaks a tackle and gets 19 yards. Pep Stroganoff passes, and Carp Volume is injured on the second play. He didn't have to do much. Ransati is in, and here is Keybert again, gets 14 yards on that receive. Siberia Pronounce gets stopped, and there was the sub. Oh, managed to get a first down there. It looked like a lot of players thought it was fumbled and tried to look for the ball. Here is Pep Stroganoff, gets the receiving, and he gets a touchdown, 18 yards, and the Volcanoes start this game well. Yo. Oh, we have an injury. Yo, injured somebody. Slimline Neutron is injured there. That was Yo kicked him in the nuts when he was following him. Merc Gusto gets a nice catch, and gets a nice catch again, and that's a 17-yard touchdown. Tara Brainache is in for the injured. Pronounce gets to Seabound to get a nice catch there. Pep Stroganoff is trying to run this time and actually manages and does a good run. Gets through the whole line in for 19-yard. Brainache passes to Keybunt, who gets 19 yards. Stroganoff. There's another injury. Third injury in 19 plays. This has a promise of a violent game. Probably not going to get anything here. Mark Gorsto is a really fast Celestial. Catches that ball and gets 54 yards. That was a really nice catch. Here's Freya Marks. Is running away from renamed player, but gets caught for 7 yards. And once again, here is Merc Gusto, breaks a tackle at the end and gets a 25-yard touchdown. Guardians have taken the lead. Deadlock Grant, I have no clue how he managed to reach that ball, but he did. He must have really long arms. So, and Keybunt does the same. The balls seem to go past him and then they catch it. Nice catches there. Brainache with a nice throw for Deadlock Granted in the end zone as a 16-yard touchdown. And the Volcanoes are showing some promise here. Here's Hype Conquest, the bastard, finally getting some run. Marks getting 11 yards for another first down. Marks gets another first down here. A nice catch there for 15 yards. Conquest passes. Gusto catches it, but he's completely surrounded by other players. And there's another touchdown. Mark Gusto gets his, I think his third touchdown of the game there for the Guardians, who have now 3-2. Freya Marks sacks the ball carrier. That's embarrassing, getting sacked by Ratley. Yo, trying to avoid people, but only gets 6 yards. And but then he gets a nice pass and gets 17 yards right in the middle. Here's yo, trying to throw the ball, but and here's Evelina Propshaft gets 12-yard touchdown, and the Guardians are pulling away 4-2. Brainache does not get him anywhere. Pronounce managed to get the ball to Keybon for a 13-yard receive there, and Stroganoff couldn't decide if he wanted to throw or pass and be stopped. Same with Pronounced. And the Guardians have, no, not the Guardians, it's the Ironforge. Yeah, I'm fooled by this Guardians there. It's Ironforge University. Gets the ball back, and here is Hype Conduct. When he gets the room, he is fast as lightning. Ooh, that ball was just overthrown, and otherwise it would have been completely free. But here is Gusto. Was there a, I think it was a block there that managed to get him in. And it's 5-2. Unless something happens on this drive, we're going to speed it up. Pronounced is stopped, so we're going to speed it up a little bit. Because we have a 3-point cushion, and maybe a little bit more here soon. Gusto gets a nice pass again for 26 yards. Yo, runs for 7. Hype Conquest, he managed to get through. Gets stopped after 8 yards. Freya Marks passes, touchdown. Ironforge, who continues to show that the Volcanoes really have nothing to come up with this time. But Deadlock Granted gets an interception there in the middle. And Paper tackles the ball carrier for a loss. But here's Pep Stroganoff, gets a nice pass for 34 yards. Siberia Pronounce, I don't know what the defense of the Ironforge did there, but Pronounce gets a touchdown. Here's Gusto again, getting a pass. And again, pulling away, and that's 283 yards passing for this. That's Freya Marks who has. Can't he show what the Gusto have? Maybe now. That's the 6th touchdown of the game on the other hand, but not showing how much yards he have, but it must be a lot. Siberia Pronounce trying to pass it, but decides to run it instead and runs into Strike Vapor, but managed to get past him for the first down. Pep Stroganoff, here's Tara Brainache, passes to Pronounced. It's an orc. Gets the Pronounced have started to wake up a little bit here. Brainache passes, the Deadlock Grant, he gets the first down for 9 yards. Pronounced again. Yeah, she really have woken up here at the end of the game, but it's a little bit too late. But Pep Stroganoff gets a touchdown, it's 7-4. Here is Marks again, avoiding people. Yeah, I don't know how many tackles avoided there. That ball is thrown out of bounds. Marks passes to Gusto once again, who sprints away against a 42-yard. And there's another touchdown. Mark Gusto with his 7th touchdown of the game. 12 plays remaining. Brainache passes. This is the first down for Pep Stroganoff. Pronounced, Deadlock passes to Deadlock, but he can't reach it. Stroganoff gets stopped in the middle. Brainache gets stopped in the middle, and it's yo for the Ironforge once again. And Hype Conquest gets the pass. 22 yards. And then he tries to run it. Doesn't get very far. Oh, Propshaft can't reach that ball. But here is Propshaft again. 2nd touchdown of the game. It's 9-4. And the Ironforge is completely dominating this game. From start to finish, basically. So they win it by 9-4. And Merc Gusto is player of the game with 357 receiving yards. We'll see how far that goes. That's a lot. That's quite a lot. Pep Stroganoff is the receiving for the player of the game for the Volcanoes with 52 fan points. Yo had a decent game as well, 255. 4th game of this week is the Pandas against the Legends. The Pandas, they have won every single game. So far, the Legends, they have 2 wins. But we have the Two really good defenses against each other. So we'll see how this goes. The Pandas, they are a team of good players, but no real superstars. The Legends, they have Randolph Taliban, who is a good blocker, but not that good of a linebacker. And Harry Personality is a really good lineman. We'll see how this goes. Pandas have actually won the whole championship once. Nice for them. And it's a beautiful day for some brutal ball, and it's Chris Instance to start with a ball for the Legends. Coach Merritt gives his pre-game speeches. And it seems that the Pandas really like each other. Here is Chris. He's swerving to the right and swerving to the left and gets stopped. And Actual, the Rattling gets a 8-yard run, and that gives him the first down. And then Personality is trying to do the same, but it's not as fast. And Chris gets 2 yards there. Here is Actual. He passes, but it's just short. That must have been centimeters wrong. Here's Enya Ringo, who gets a first down. Bluetooth Lynch, almost. Ringo here passes to 2 bigs, who is running and is stopped just before on the 1-yard line. Then Personality sacks the ball carrier. And then Wilbur Krabs push everybody away and gets a first down. Instance gets a very nice run here for the Legends on the kickoff. Tombury Actual gets a 7-yard run. What can Personality do? Oh, not much. 0 yards. Instance throw the balls away, and the Pandas are at it again. Ringo, she ran the ball. Lynch passes to Krabs. Nobody can tackle him. Nobody can tackle him. He is 34 yards, caught that ball, and then Personality gets his second sack for the season. Not the season, the game. Ringo threw the ball for 10 yards there, and then Lynch catches it for 7 yards. He gets first down. And 2 Beaks gets it again. Gonna be able to make the goal line stand. Yeah, yes, they are. They finish with a sack. That is deflected by Toe Beans. Actual. And managed to break 2 tackles to get 3 yards. Personality finally gets through. The Troll, he's now running, and Ringo is injured by Rolf Taliban. And that is a blow for the Pandas. See if they can recover from it. Well, they still have Instance, who gets a 17-yard run catch there. Personality gets stopped after 4 yards. There is Instance again. Manages. Oh, it almost looked that the 2 Panda players collided with each other there. That's not good. Here is Actual. Gets a 5-yard run. And now we have Personality. What we'll do, he will run it. Gets the first down. They are down on the 4-yard line here. Instance. 1 yard. Actual gets a touchdown. 2-yard run. Who did they put in instead? Oh, they changed somebody out for runner, and yeah, they put Bluetooth Lynch as a runner, and I don't know who to put as a gunner. It's Toe Beans as a gunner. Okay, because they did some good rearranging of the run through. Digby is injured for the Legends by tick. Actual passing to Quaker, who is playing gunner. Instance. Can he do something? Oh, he stopped right at the edge of the goal zone, and it's Pandas again. Here's Toe Beans throwing it to Two Beaks that catches it for 11 yards, and it's first down. Evolve Fast gets sacked by a Harry personality who's having a good game. Here is Two Beaks getting a first nice pass, 26 yards. And Krabs smacks his defender Two Beaks in the face and catches that ball. Wilbur Krabs catches the ball again for 7 yards, and Two Beaks catches a Toe Beans. Ran the ball, right? Max's Quaker, who came in, is now injured by Two Beaks. So, Two Beaks is brutal. Yeah, most birds are. Glute to Lynch passes, touchdown, Nando Two Beaks. Pandas have taken the lead. That's a nice... Bloodshot is now playing gunner. Did she play... Oh, they are really moving. Wacom Tablet has come in and playing in the line for the Legends. Here's Toe Beans passes, Evolve Fast gets the first down, and showing that he is kind of fast. 22 yards catch. The Toe Beans now did not get anywhere after catching that ball, and Chris Instant deflects the pass. The Toe Beans gets it, but Two Beaks catches it again and down at the 6-yard line. 12 plays left, and I think that the Pandas have gotten this one, especially now that they do another touchdown by Two Beaks. Catches it in the end zone. Tunbury actual can't do anything. Personality is doing its best, but Evolve Fast is injured by Kathy Glopa. Ursula the Confessor comes in instead. If that's not a Ursin, I don't know what. Gets gut bust, sacks the ball carrier. Instance trying his best and gets a nice run here for 29 yards. Actual is doing the same here, but it's only 3 plays left. He does to get a first down. Her Harry personality throws the ball to Erika Bloodshot, but she is not fast enough to get to the end zone. Last play. Instance does not reach it. Pleasantville Pandas win their 4th game with 4-2 over the Sherman Legends. But player of the game is Chris Instance with 73 fan points. Over Glute to Lynch for the Pandas, 44. I think that's the biggest difference I've seen ever between the best player in the losing team having more fan points than the best player on the winning team. And it was actually quite a even game. It was just that the Pandas were much more effective in scoring. And next time up, we have 2 teams who have not impressed us so far. 1 win each. It's the Knights against the Wardens. And the Knights have... they have a couple of really good defensive play, linebacker, lineman, cover, but the offense is kind of lacking. Sure, both of these are pretty good blockers. The Wardens, it is mediocre. No, not mediocre, but not very good. Okay, let's see. It's a scorching hot day. Means I'm gonna punch up the speed a little bit. Everybody's gonna get tired. And they are really beefing each other here. That's a nice throw by Bandana. And catch by Bitcoin. Here is Cloudy Bonzo. Gets a nice catch. 16 yards. But there's an interception immediately. And Wintercoat is injured by Jellan Whisknut. Dreamer Windsock is coming in instead. And here is Windsock. And actually doing some good. He's rattling. Okay. Here is Dawes McCore. He breaks some tackles and gets a first down. And they're pretty close now. And there is Yellow Fang, the avian, getting a first touchdown for the Knights. Trigger happy. Crude Symmetry, yeah, I like Crude Symmetry. He usually catches the ball and usually runs pretty well. Well, there is Dave McCour gets a nice catch. Will he make it to the end zone? He does not. But he does it on the second try and he gets another touchdown. Here is Lamar Trigger Happy getting a nice catch, 19 yards. Bonso did not get it very well. Here is Trigger Happy again. He gets stopped. And Antonio Bandana managed to get a first down after a 7-yard run. Bonso got to Ray Plonk. Trigger Happy to Bandana, who smashes her way through to another one. And first down there for Crude Symmetry. And it's Crude Symmetry in for a touchdown, and the Wardens have reduced their score. But Dave McCour is on good mood today as he gets a 9-yard. And then Bitcoin managed to get a first down. But there's a fumble by the substitute. Was it Wind Coat? Yeah, I think Wind something. Trigger Happy gets 3 yards, but that is not enough. Here is Dave McCour. He is avoiding everybody. He gets a 20-yard run. And here it passes to Yellow Fang, who gets a 24-yard. Here is Windcore again, the one who dropped the ball, but this time he holds on to it. Dave McCour does not succeed as much as on that pass. And there's a turnover. Crude Symmetry intercepts the pass. And then Bandana throw it to I don't know who. There's a nice pass to Trigger Happy, who gets 20 yards of that. Trigger Happy again, trying to run it this time. Bandana does not get it all the way. Bonso, and it's another interception, this time by Ratchi Scarboroughs. And Dave McCour, as I said, he is in a playing mood today. Gets another nice run, and here's Yellow Fang with the second touchdown of the season. Only 2 touchdowns. I feel like got the ball a lot of times. But the Knights are in the lead with 3-1. You may like the stronger team right now, but we have seen teams turn it around before. There were Ray Plonk with a nice catch, and then Scarborough deflects the ball. Bandana, oh, what a throw! And then Crude Symmetry completely slaps Ray. Who was it? There was a defender there. Was Scarborough's. Completely slaps him and gets a nice touchdown. Here's the Knights again. Getting a throw out, and McCour trying to run it back home. But here is Scarborough's getting a nice pass from Bitcoin. Windsock is trying to get through the middle. McCour is trying to get through the middle. Bitcoin gets sacked. Oh, that was a fast one. Bandana throws it to Plonk, who gets the first down. And some change with 15 yards. Bonesaw to Symmetry, but can't continue after it. But Trigger Happy managed to get a nice run into the middle and gets the first down. Bandana does the same and gets a 12-yard run. The Wardens are on a roll here. As I said, the team can be seem to be getting down and then catching up again. That's exactly what the Wardens are doing here now. They are down at the 7-yard line. Bonesaw. And then Trigger Happy throws it out of bounds, and they are stopped at the goal line. Nice stand there from the Knights, who then throws it to Scarboroughs, who managed to get 28 yards. Windsock trying to run but can't. He gets stopped. McCour again showing Windsock, like, watch me, this is how you do it. He gets 25 yards on that run, and then Scarborough catches that ball and gets a 32-yard catch. But the Warden's gonna make a stand here. Well, gets it right at the goal line there, managed to stop him, and there's a nice goal line stand. Antonio Bandana's trying to get the ball out. Bonesaw managed to get the first down, and then a little bit more, 12 yards. Trigger Happy looking to throw, and that was just in front of Symmetry, and then Symmetry managed to catch the next one, and Plonk catches the next one there for a 19-yard. Trigger Happy running this time. Bandana to Plonk, and there Bonesaw threw it to Was it Symmetry? I think it was Symmetry. But that one is deflected in the middle. Last time, that's the first down. Symmetry catches the ball. And Symmetry catches the ball again. And once again, the Wardens have a chance to score, and they do. Will the Knights manage to get this to a win? They have a chance here. That's a nice first down. 20 yards throw by Bitcoin. Windsock does not get very far. And then he throws flat, but there's no one there. Bitcoin, last chance. No! Now the Wardens have a chance here. Crude Symmetry get away, but he's injured by Kendo Bitcoin. Ooh. 6 plays left. Trigger happy. Bandana drops the ball, and now it's Bandana's trying to get again. Stops. 4 plays left. This is coming down to the wire. Scarborough getting a nice catch. Getting a nice catch again. They are down. Restroom is injured by Shop Flunky. And that ball was deflected. And that stopped. And the game ends 3-3. With Crude Symmetry getting the fan points by 62. And then on the Knights, it's Kendo Bitcoin. And I gotta remember to move the mouse. I keep wanting to point to everything that's going on. Next game up is Glam against the Old Ones. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna put the mouse down here. It's raining. Oh well. In the Glam, they have not a very good blocking line. But they do have a good cover in Hood Mafia, and it's not actually a very good gunner. They don't have very good gunners. Do they have anything very good? I'm not sure. Have they put in a lot of... No, it's the same ones. Okay. Well, remember the Old Ones with the amazing Crimson Dial Tone, who is a blocker who really don't even know what the term blocker means. But anyway, let's put in the next game here. Crimson Dial Tone. Yeah, he buffs it, so maybe he's popular. That's why he's in the team. Rumpus Suspect blocks to and then Poughkeepsie threw the ball for 4 yards. Jack Adder trying to run it, gets only 1 yard stump. Passes to Butler, gets nice catch. Poughkeepsie again. And Briggy Shaved is injured by Poughkeepsie. Okay. And he didn't last very long. There's another sack by... Oh, Dial Tone sacks. Maybe that's what he's good for. Rumpus gets 7 yards. Poughkeepsie trying to, but bounces like a flipper ball in the middle. Blue Lit. Haven't really been able to get away from anything so far. Haven't gotten any good passes. Here is the rookie Suspect. Yes, 4 yards. He's a bear. And the Old Ones are on it again. Jack Adder passes, and Crimson Dial Tone is injured by Ramses Suspect, and Alpha Sundial is coming in instead. Then Jack Adder deflected the ball. Twinkie Virgin, the halfling, ran for 3 yards. Then Suspect runs for 5, but that's not enough. A lot of in the middle here, but here is Poughkeepsie managed to get a break and gets 11 yards. Stomp gets 4. Suspect doesn't get enough either. Jack Adder, can he get it? And that's thrown away. Alpha Sanda could not reach it. Plastic actually managed to get through for the Glam's first... Was it the first down there? I think so. And Suspect can't get anywhere, and Plastic can't get anywhere either, and it's the Old Ones once again. There is Poughkeepsie going, and that's the first down for Goose Blue Light. Stomping. Okay, this game is getting very... Hello, we're in the middle. Well, finally Blue Light actually gets a catch there and managed to break free from his defender. And here is Sundial, who... I think he dropped the ball, but it was dropped out of bounds. Adder passing, throwing it out of bounds this time. Stumpy Stump, he's running it, but that's not very good. Plastic. 6 yards. Who was that? It was Virgin. Here is Suspect. He gets the best run for Glam of this game. Plastic managed to swerve his way through everybody and gets a 23-yard run. Twinkie gets sacked by Poughkeepsie. Here is Suspect getting free once again. And breaks one tackle, avoids one tackle and managed to get 23 yards. Sundial is sacked by the ball carrier. Or sacks the ball carrier. Here is Suspect. The Glam is very close to getting their first touchdown here now. Will they get it? They do. Hoodie Mafia, the one we talked about before, gets the pass and gets in. Jack Adder. Oh, it's an interception by Rampus Suspect. Will he do a pick six? Well, no, he was so close. But instead, Kurt Plastic gets a 2-yard touchdown. Here is Stumpy actually getting a pass and managed to get a first down. But the Glam have taken control of this game with 2-0 when we have passed halftime. Did something happen in halftime? I really didn't see that. Poughkeepsie throwing the ball, but is in front of Bluelit, and the Glam is on the offense again. They have really taken control of this game. Suspect, no. Yeah, he got a first down, but it's not enough. They need to move it. Need to stop them, I mean. Suspect. Almost there. Second down. Plastic gets a sec. Oh, that was a nice blocking going on there to free up Plastic for a third touchdown. And Bluelit, he have really done nothing in this game. Stumpy passes. That was deflected. Plastic, he has been pretty good. And then he breaks another tackle there. He's a human. Virgin gets 2 yards. And there's Suspect again, swerving. He's an Ursin. Ursin's supposed to swerve? Well, he does. Plastic gets a 13-yard run. And here is Suspect again, getting a 5-yard run. They are very close now, third and down, and that's a touchdown. Kelvin Datebook catches that ball. Bluelit now with a 20-yard catch. And Jack Adder gets stopped and only a quarter left of the game. And it's 4-0, and we can speed it up a little bit. Kurt Plastic gets stopped, and Twinkie Virgin gets stopped. But there's a first down from Suspect. Plastic gets stopped in the middle, and Virgin, he swerves and gets in, but then Suspect decides that the best course of action is to run straight ahead. And Plastic takes over that one. And takes after that one. And Twinkie tries the same, but he's stopped. Stumpy deflected the one. Goose Bluelit now deflected the pass, and Poughkeepsie gets the first down for the gold ones, but it's a little bit too late. Only 11 plays left here. Stumpy managed to break a million tackles and get a 27-yard run there. But then Poughkeepsie is stopped. Adder threw the ball for 8 yards to Bluelit, who actually caught it, but they have not been able to get a first down. 5 plays left, and this is secure in the save. Alright, let's move on to the 7th game of the week. It's the Flames against the Sharks. The Sharks took a surprising loss last week. I think it was last week that took it a surprising loss. And the Flames, they have one of each. So let's move on. Seems to be a nice day. And they have Ali Spoilers, who's a really good runner that we've seen before. And Indecent Gary is a nice player as well. In the Sharks, we have the Glib sponsorship, who is a superstar when it comes to blocking and defense and on the line. Let's see. We have Vincent Rimshot starting with the ball as the coaches are doing their thing. And the players are doing their thing as well. Two-tone carbone, yeah. Vincent, he bounces and gets 1 yard. Yeah, he big win small. Yeah, and that ball was thrown way out. The Sharks did not get a good start, but they immediately take the ball back with a interception. Vincent Rimshot trying to get something, but only at 3 yards. Man to shoot, gets 2 yards. Need 5 yards more, and there he is. First down for the Sharks. Rimshot again, this time a little bit better. He seems a bit slow. Man to shoot passes to this guy. who gets a nice pass at 28 yards. Capital did not get very far. Vincent, this time he actually gets through. Swerving, get 13 yards on that run. Man to shoot passes to Mark. Fabio Capital, he gets pushed and managed to get, and due to that he gets actually a touchdown. Hogston Rubblefish was injured by him in that play as well. And that was Becky Director who ran the ball for 10 yards. And here is Becky again, getting 19 yards on that receiving. I don't know what Mendoka did there, but Director, and they don't get the first down. Man to shoot. The Elf is going to throw it and gets deflected by Aquarius. Fabio Capital, he's throwing it this time to Mark, but gets nowhere. And with sponsorship showing why he is good by sacking the ball carrier. Becky Director ran for 2 yards there, and Mendoka runs for 1 yard. It is a little bit of a standoff here, but here is Rimshot again, getting one of those swervy runs. Man to shoot to Mark, but only 5 yards. Can capitalize? Yes, he can. Mark 9 yards and first down. And Vincent, he almost gets past the line of scrimmage, but then gets tackled back. Where Man to shoot gets tackled as well. And this guy caught the ball, but it was too little. Here is Spoilers, who finally showing what she knows by getting a nice run. Man to shoot is injured by Becky Director. Oh yeah, the Flames, they're not Flames, they're Hazard County University. Hazard, Flames, Hazard, yeah. Can't remember that one. Mendoka passes, just deflected by Strong Ways. And here is Ali, managed to get a first down, 9 yards. Nice for her. And here's Becky. Again. And Aquarius equalizes for the Hazard. That's in 1-1. Rimshot trying to get something, but only get 2 yards. Capital is going on the outside, but gets tackled. This guy, yeah, maybe he got afraid. He threw the ball away. And Ali does the same. And here is Becky not getting anything. Mendoka, can he do something? Nope. Rimshot is, he gets away. I don't know how many that. And Alice Spoilers is injured by Vincent Rimshot on that play. And Mendoka not. No, oh, your friend Dumpty is injured by Fabio Capital. I was about to say there that you get tackled, that you get sacked by a halfling. That's a bit embarrassing. There's a lot of injuries going on. Mafia and Aquarius here, trying to get something, but only get 4 yards. Mendoka, can you please? And we're gonna speed this up a little bit because there's nothing really happening. Capital gets stopped. This guy has moved over to being a runner all of a sudden due to the injuries. There's another turnover, Indecent Gary. And there's Becky, who ran for 16 yards. Nice run there. Aquarius gets it to whoever that was. Yeah, trying to have the time to read whoever it was. Director breaks a tackle, that was nice, and gets down. And the Flame, Hazard County, oh, Vincent Rimshot with an interception, and it was also a nice block there. Rimshot passes, but that's deflected by Gary. Capital threw it for 7 yards, and there is Mark. This guy catches that ball and gets the first down. Capital, can he do something? He gets stopped, and he's injured by two-time Capone. As I said, there's a lot of injuries going on. Vincent Rimshot managed to pass that ball directly. Bombs got nothing. Aquarius passes to Lloyd Gadsuk, who we haven't seen anything of for this whole game. Now he gets 38 yards. Why not continue to go to pass him? I don't know. Aquarius passes. Mendoka managed to catch the ball and get 15 yards and another first down. Then Tyrone is tackled. Aquarius passes to Lloyd again. We get 14 yards. That's a sack by Glip. Here is Becky, and she goes in. There's 20 plays left, and Director get 2-1 for the hazard. And there's a first down for the Sharks, who managed to get another first down after a pass from Alan Baum, but then Sydney Death Blossom sacks the ball carrier. And Alan Baum is going to do something again. Yes, he does. Why didn't they play him from the start? He seemed to be a pretty decent passer. But here Vincent Rimshot doing one of his swervy runs again, getting 13 yards. This guy passes. This guy catches it. Oh, a strong ways managed to get down to the 6-yard line, and there's a touchdown. 9 plays left. Mark gets a touchdown for the Sharks. Mendoka can't do anything, and Rimshot, are they gonna steal the win here at the end? But I doubt it. They have to move 50 yards in 3 plays. Well, it can be done. No. It's gonna end 2-2. Another tie game. And Glib sponsorship, 3 sacks, 84 fan points, get player of the game. Becky Director gets it for Hazard County University with 59. Really didn't do much. Just 2 pass deflections and a sack. Next game up is the Boulders against Abandoned. There's been a lot of even games here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Here is Boulders against Abandoned. We have Turunga Log. And a really good blocker, and they also have Gunther Hazard, who's also a really good blocker, and Red Crummet is a good blocker. They have a mean blocking line here, the Boulders. Hard as rock. Yeah. The Abandoned, they have Carter Penance, who is the good blocker. The other 2 is definitely not Gary Potter. They have Avian as a blocker. Well, must be brutal then. Let's go. It's a beautiful day for some Brutal Ball, even though it looks a little bit shaded here. The Abandoned, they are 3-0, so a good team. Here is one console for the Abandoned, showing why the Abandoned is a good team. But that's deflected by Gordo. Preston Dusk can't really do anything. But one console runs again. Here is Quincy Tractor, managed to get a first down as well. And the Abandoned moving the ball very well here. Preston Dusk is the exception. That's a bad throw, but Preston managed to catch that one. And that's another first down. Quincy Tractor threw it. And there's a beautiful pass to William Youngblood, and the Abandoned has taken the lead by 1-0. Here's Angelic trying to get it. Managed to find Gordo, who breaks tackles and gets 16 yards. But there's Preston Dusk with an interception. So it's one console again here who actually fails for the first time. Quincy Tractor gets 2 yards. Preston Dusk, this time he doesn't fail and he gets down to the 1-yard line. But one console that can't get it. And he passes him backwards? Oh, no. But there's a touchdown. They couldn't manage that goal line stand, and the Abandoned has taken the lead by 2. Here's Gordo. He's breaking tackles a lot. Grey Rock can't really do anything. Bronson Popo gets down to 2 yards left, and that's deflected, and they can't capitalize on that one either, the Boulders. Despite having such a great blocking line, they are really not using it. There is Preston Dusk. Will Greybock manage to reach him? No! What a run. 60-yard touchdown. Here's Festering Gordo. Couldn't really get anything. Here, Lumpwell gets a nice pass. It passes. Oh, he dropped the ball, but Bronson Popo managed to pick it up. So they continue the drive here. Bronson Popo gets stopped. They have 1 down left to do anything, but they throw the ball away. And here is Console, pass it to Greybock, who drops the ball, but fortunately for him, it gets out of bounds. Tractor gets caught. Dusk, yeah, he will go. He will go. The dragon. Oh, it's Festering Gordo with an interception. Then Pilot System deflects the next ball, and Juan Conso deflects it as well. And the boulders are really struggling here. They really can't get anywhere. But Gordo has been good. 3 deflections so far in the game. Okay, the boulders, they have another chance here. Angelic passes to Gordo, who keep breaking tackles. He's not that fast. Here's Grey Buck. Oh, he gets a lot of nice... He will actually score here. Nice there. Good blocks that freed up the space. But Juan Console passes for another first down for the abandon right after that. And Preston Dusk, he drops the ball. Nice run, but dropping the ball. Is this going to be the comeback for the boulders? Angelic, yeah, he gets it nice there, but nobody wanted to provide blocks. But they managed to get the first down there anyway. Popo, he's got stopped after 1 yard. Angelic, can he throw it? Yes, no, it's a turnover. Youngblood catches that one. Ooh. And we're at halftime. Console only get 2 yards. Tractor breaks tackles. But then it's caught up by a tree. Preston Dusk, despite being tackled, managed to get a pass, but it's not caught. Michael Angelical is injured by Preston Dusk. Shank Ancestor is coming in again. We've seen him in the last game. Quincy Tractor gets a nice pass there for 21 yards. And Mecha Triffy gets another pass for 15 yards. And Tractor again, 9 yards this time. And Console, oh, almost gets down to the 1 yard line, but there's another touchdown. It's 4-1 for the abandon. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. And that ball is thrown way overhead. Here is Juan Console again, passes to Quincy Tractor, who gets down to the 17 yard line. Preston Dusk passes to Quincy Tractor. That's first down for Juan Console. Tractor passes, but it's deflected by Gordo. And there's another touchdown by Mecha Triffy. And that's a sack by Mecha Triffy. That's a good 2 plays in a row for him. Greybok can't get it, and once again, but Shank Ancestor sacks. So Dusk, here comes Dusky Dusk sack by Gary Potter. And there's a lot of sacks, and the abandon basically just holding on to the lead now, not really bothering too much. But then they got a nice receiving there, and it's Mecha Triffy again. And they're down on the 7 yard line, and there's another touchdown for the abandon, showing why they are 3 wins in a row, and they're going to be 4 wins in a row here. Gary Bock is trying, but they can't get it. Ancestor catches it for 12 yards. 13 plays left. Grey Bock gets sacked by Paddy System. Oh, Bronson Popo managed to get through, and he breaks tackles, and he gets 24 yards on that run. That was a nice run. Here is Lump well. All of a sudden, they're starting to run really well here. And there's a pass. They're down to the 1st yard line, and all of a sudden, Lump well gets in. Why didn't they play like that before? Here is Tractor getting a nice catch for 33 yards. Dusk couldn't find anyone to pass, so he runs instead, and that's a good decision for 15 yards. Console passes, but it's deflected by Gordo. 7 deflections in this game. There was a fumble there. There was a fumble from the right. And the abandoned show why they are one of the better teams. They win that solidly. Preston Dusk get player of the game with 73 fan points. Not that much yards in anything. And the Castle Rock Boulders really got to wonder why they had a big advantage in the blocking line, and I think even in the defensive line, but it just didn't work out for them. Festering Gordo gets the nod for the Boulders with 61 fine points. Oh, yeah. 5 pass deflections? I thought it was said more. Okay. Next game up is the Junkers against the Roboys, and I think this can only go one way. The Junkers, they have stunk the place up. The Robos, They have really shown how a team should be playing with the #1 offense. Let's see here. The Junkers. What kind of game plan do they have? I don't know. Oh, they have goal leakage. Probably the worst gunner in the league. I don't know why they keep playing him as a gunner, but he is absolutely horrible. Yeah. And then we have Vera Overthrow, who's shown herself as a good player. And also Grim Pricks and Corp Rendezvous, they have a nice line here, as well as Hog Mexico and Kid Frenzy, showing why the Roboys are one of the better teams. And it's a beautiful day for some Brutalball, and Smoke Taco is starting for the Roboys. Kid Frenzy, he must be a very popular player. He's buffing everybody up. So here's Smoke Taco. No, Kid Frenzy caught it, but I think no. Vera Overthrow around the ball for 0 yards. And the Roboys seem to have some problem here. Only 4 yards, and the Junkers get it. And here is goal leak. You should actually get a first down despite moving the pace of a snail. Laffert, no. Grim, no. And the Roboys take the ball back. But Memory Foam drops that. Oh, Vera can't get it. Why is everybody moving so slow? I don't know. Maybe because I've been going on fast speed all the time. We're going to speed it up a little bit, so we're not here all day. Vera Overthrow. Passes, but it's deflected by Grimps. But here is the Wisdom getting a... Ooh! What a move. Leaving Grim completely up in the stands. Managed to... a fumble there, but Kid Frenzy gets a touchdown. 22-yarder there. And the Junkers are back. Here's Smooth Joan, but can't do anything. Lafferty is also stopped, and the Roboys are taking... Oh, Kid Frenzy almost had that ball. It was a nice throw. Memory Foam passes, but slams the ball right into the ground. So the Junkers are back at it again. Can they get anything done? No, they are stopped once again, and it's the Roboys, but this time President sucks. Sucks. Yes, sucks, but they suck. Deflected there by Schmitz, and the Junkers get the ball back. Joan passes. Lafferty caught it for a first down, and here is Lafferty. Oh, he breaks some tackles. Yeah, got a good chunk of yards there. Here's Joan. Gets stopped. There's a third down here. Lafferty, can he do it? No. Can't carry your team on your shoulders. You gotta be a better player than Kid Frenzy. Caught that for 8 yards, and then Vera Overthrow. Throw the ball. You did not overthrow it, you threw it perfectly. Second down, Smoke Taco. Oh, that's a brilliant pass to Kid Frenzy for 29 yards. That's another 9 to Hog Mexico, who gets it down to the 7-yard line. Wisdom passes, Taco, touchdown. And the Roboys really have this game under control so far, without any real hassle. They're stopping the Junkers pretty easy, and then moving the ball forward when it's their turn most of the time. Oh, if Hog had caught that one, that would definitely have been a touchdown, because he was completely free. But Kid Frenzy caught the ball after that, and here is Kid Frenzy again, who gets a touchdown. 26 yard. Here's Jarman Smith, who actually showed that, hey, we can do this as well, getting down to the 40-yard line. Smooth John is injured by Hog Mexico, and Hurry Up Sharpo is coming in instead, while Lafferty gets the first down for the Junkers, who are actually now moving the ball a little bit forward. As we reach halftime, that's deflected by Wisdom. There is Sharpo trying to make an impression in his, I think his first game. There's a turnover. Wisdom intercepts that pass. And here is Kid Frenzy. Let's see, can Schmitz bring him down? Yes, he can, but it's still a 32-yard. Oh, and Frenzy catches it again for a 30-yard. And now Wisdom is doing it. And the Roboys are really moving the ball fast here. Overthrow. Avoids everybody, in for a touchdown, 11 yards there. Here's Schmitz. He gets 20 yards on the kickoff. And then he gets another 14 yards on the second play. But then Lafferty is stopped and Graham passes, but that's deflected by Frenzy. And Hurry Up Sharpo is covering leakage. Frenzy gets a 22 yard, and Wisdom is gonna pass to Kid Frenzy. No, Lafferty will catch him up, but that's still a 49 yard. And then Wisdom is in 5-0. We can speed this up. The Roboys have won this game. There's 32 plays left. Oh, that's actually a interception by Grim. And Hurry Up Sharpo. Oh, I don't know, he was running in the right way, then threw the ball the wrong way. Oh, maybe he was afraid to get tackled when he had the ball. Overthrow, smashes through, and managed to get 14 yards. So Wisdom passes to Hog Mexico, who hasn't been very visible in this game actually. There is overthrow that is for some reason down on the sideline. I guess 42 yards from that pass by Taco. Wisdom gets sacked by President, second sack of the game for him. The Frenzy managed to catch the ball, but it's a little. Lafferty can't catch that, and then that ball is thrown away. And once again, it's the Rue Boys who are on it. There's Vera bouncing around, and there's a pass to Taco. He gets another touchdown, and it's 6-0. Lafferty, can he do anything? Nope. Leakage is apparently a runner right now. No, he's defense, okay. But overthrow, showing that there's no defense who can stop me. And here's Kid Frenzy, who gets another touchdown. 7-0 for the Rue Boys, and the Junkers are once again stinking the place up completely. Overthrow, passes, Kid Frenzy managed to get a first down. 3 plays left, Wisdom passes, Kid Frenzy, another touchdown. 8-0. This is a complete shutout. The Junkers have absolutely nothing. And we see that in the numbers have 550 yards for the Row Boys and only 164 for the Junkers. Memory from Wisdom gets 109 fan points. And that's pretty good. Christian President, who gets it for the Junkers with 43. Next game on the agenda is the Fright Nights against the Lightning. Both teams have started very poorly with 3 losses. So one team will be happy after this game, unless it's another tie. The Fright Nights. And they have coming up with the same lineup again. Not any really prominent players. The Lightning, on the other hand, have Nicholas Bullrun, who is a really good runner. And they have Hoots Magaboon, who is a good blocker. Why they lost three games? Might do with Glenda Flying being a blocker in there. Having a Satyr as a blocker might not be the best choice. It's a beautiful day for some Brutal Ball, and Nicholas Bullrun is going to start with the ball for the Lightning. Let's see what he can do. Get away with that one. And there we go. He is stopped for a tackle for loss. Cola Bent Jungle. Is that a new one? I didn't see. Maybe not. I don't think it was new. I didn't remember him from the lineup there. And Nicholas Bullrun manages to smash through a lot. Whoa. He breaks a lot of tackles. He's a halfling. He's not supposed to break tackles. He's supposed to swerve past them. But Cola Bent Jungle here is doing a good thing. I actually think this is his first game. I gotta check back on the recording there, because it might be that it's his first game here. Ming Rimplestick with a nice pass to Minty Rotation, who gets down to the 2-yard line. Bullrun again smashes through with a touchdown. That's a weird halfling. And then he gets a sack as well. He's a badass halfling there. Chilly Midnight doesn't get anywhere, and Slam Egypt gets pancaked. Ming Rimplestick gets the ball there down to the 21-yard line. And Cola smashes through a lot again, 9 yard. Rimplestick passes, touchdown again for the Lightning, who seem to be dominating this game in the. But here is Bobby the Streaks. Could do it maybe a little bit faster there, even though he's a bastard. But Glenda Flynn nips the ball right in front of him on that play and gets an interception. Here is Bull Run. That's time he passes. It's minty rotation, getting down to the 7-yard line after a 24-yard receiving. Here is Cola Bent. He just runs into everybody and gets stopped. And touchdown with minty rotation. Here's Bobby the Streaks again. And he gets a 28-yard receiving. Chile Midnight looking to throw, and it's fumbled, and Rupid Cuddles is getting the ball back for the Lightning, who completely dominates this game. Ming Rimplestick is already 3-0 here, even though we're only 72 plays left of the game. No, not only, we only played 28 plays. Natasha, no, it was not Natasha. This Cola Band Jungle here. He smashes through everything and gets 8 yards. Not very effective, but gets the job done in a way. Bull Run passes. Nice pass right through the middle to Rimplestick, was it? Ming? Yeah. Ming passes. First down right at the edge here, 1 yard left, and Bull Run just right. He really is a bull runner, the little halfling. Bobby the Streaks, basically the only one in Fright Nights that actually doing anything. There was Moth getting 6 yards. Midnight, that Minotaur is not really doing anything. Here is Danger State, the Fiend, and he avoids a tackle and is caught just 3 yards from the line. From the end zone. Chile Midnight does not get it. Here is Thaddeus Kane. Third down. Passes. It's a touchdown for the Fright Night, who finally gets their score on the board. Bull Run again. Get an 18-yard run. And that was a failed pass by Cola Bent. And here is Rimplestick. Does not get it. Let's see if Bull Run can now. Yep, he passes to rotation, but the rotation coughs up the ball, and Thaddeus Kane picks it up. And Thaddeus Kane has forced 5 fumbles so far this season. Moth managed to get 5 yards before he's caught. Third down. It's halftime. Midnight gets stopped, and I think I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Jungle smashes through and manages to get first down. It's a run of 70 yards. His rotation getting a nice pass for 18 yards. Bull Run passes, rotation catches. Jungle passes to nobody. And that was stopped. Here they go again, trying to get anything the Fright Nights. But they don't. Nice throw there by Bull Run for 8 yards, and Jungle runs 5. Here's Ma. We haven't seen anything from him. That's his first there. And Bull Run once again smashes through. Third touchdown of the game. Moth pass was looking like he's going to pass, but now he does it and gets a nice catch there. And Chile Midnight is injured by Rabid Cuddles, and Cobble Toffee is in instead. And there you go, Toffee. He gets 5 yards. Flying is deflecting the ball, and Rimplestick gets there. We have the Lightning on the go again. Rimplestick passes, but can't get it, and that ball is deflected by Streaks. And here is Toffee. He gets a pass and gets 24 yards on that pass. But then Danger State drops the ball. Toffee has been a whirlwind since he came in. But the whirlwind doesn't matter much when you can't hold on to the ball long enough. Thaddeus Kane deflects that pass. And Rimplestick, it's another interception. Bobby Streaks gets his second, but then it's another interception by Ma. And right now the balls are flying back and forth with no real plan. But rotation actually gets the ball there. 13 plays left. Rotation gets down to the 3rd yard line. Cola Bent almost gets down the whole way. But there's a touchdown for Mahoney. Testosterone Mahoney, not Testosterone Ma. Testosterone Mahoney. I'm gonna call him Ma. Cobalt Toff here on the ball for 2 yards. And it's once again the Lightning who are in control of the ball. Rimplestick passes, but that is a failed pass. 4 plays left. Bobby Streaks gets a run, there gets another run. He is basically the only one who done anything in Fright Nights. Thaddeus Kane gets sacked on the last play. Dark City Lightning wins the game by 6-1. Ming Rimplestick getting player of the game with 65 points, and Bobby the Streaks gets a 4th Fright Night with 51. Well, the second to last game today in week 4 are the Outlaws against the Havoc, and both teams have won 1 and lost 2. So one team is going to be a little bit more happy after this game, maybe. In the Outlaws, we have the Overt Sunflower, who is a decent player, and as well as Awful Cams. Johnny Appetite, he's been injuring players left and right. In the Havoc, there's really no actual really superstar. Ratchet Queep is decent. And we have a new one, OG Holder. He have to replace one that was killed. I think so. Yeah, so we'll see how he gets up in this game. It's a beautiful day for some Brutalball, and Westerly Shades for the Havoc is starting with the ball. And they are really buffing each other there. And the Outlaws really don't seem to like each other. Here is Shades. He gets 4 yards on that very convoluted run. Holder, not very good first start for him. But overhead, he really gets it going. It's a 17-yard run there. Here is Shades getting 6 yards, doing his share. Holder trying to pass it, and actually managed to pass it to Galore. He breaks the tackle and gets 22 yards, 22 yards, not 72 yards. Here is overhead once again. Running, then trying to pass and fails. And Shades gets stopped. And that pass only goes 7 yards, and the Havoc lose their advantage. Oh, and Hook's mascot got injured on his first play there by Johnny Appetite, who I just mentioned before that he injures a lot of players. Green Gizzard does a nice run for 13 yards and get a new first down. Over Sunflower, who I beefed up in before, doesn't get any much. But here, Awful Cams, he shows that how to do it. Breaks a tackle from Skinny Crust and gets 29 yards. Maybelline Lighthouse, I think, passes to Awful Cams. Lightning, Maybelline Lightning, he gets another 21 yards here. And here is Over Sunflower. This time he gets through and gets down to the 1 yard line. And Green Gizzard, the human, he gets the first score for the Outlaws. Here is Westerly Shades, gets a nice run for 14 yards. Peeks her overhead, tries to get it but bounce off and only gets a couple of yards. Here is Sug Galore, gets a nice catch there for 20 yards. And Ratchet Queep again, will he make it? Awful Cams is chasing him and he gets down to the 1 yard line. And Peeks her overhead is stopped. He gets like 2 inches more. And it's managed to get a touchdown there from Westerly Shades, and it's equalized. Gizzard only gets 4 yards passing, and they are very close to a first down here, and Lightning managed to get it with a 1 yard run. Here is Awful Cams, and he managed to get a 12-yard catch there. Gizzard gets a nice block, but only managed to 6 yards. And that ball, I don't know where that was going. It was going somewhere completely different. Sunflower doesn't manage anything, and we're back with the Havoc. Overhead gets stopped off the 1 yard. Here is Bambi Turnoff, who replaced the injured player. And that's a nice... oh, here we have... He is Hate Blend. He gets 35 yards on that one. And there he is again. Is he going to injure or anything more with any player today? We'll see. I'm going to have to move that one. I always forget that. But they are stopped here, very close to their end zone. And it's the Havoc that takes over again. Here is Bambi turnoff. Gets a nice pass to Sug Galore, who is chased down by Ray Sulfur. Shades managed to avoid a lot of players, but only gets 6 yards overhead. Trying to pass it and gets it to Ratchet Queep, who is running and is being chased by basically every single player on the Outlaw team. Ratchet Queep managed to catch that ball for 7 yards. He seemed to have good hand. Oh, there is Ray Sulfur with an interception. And it's another interception by Sux Galore. We're like, oh, sorry, we took the ball. We're giving it right back to you. Hickster overhead. He only gets 0 yards. His turn off. Oh, he managed to get... Will she get a first down? She will. That was a nice run for 13 yards. Shades managed to avoid everybody. And gets down to the 1 yard line. And overhead just runs in with the ball. And a 2-1 for the Havoc. Let's see if Sunflower can do anything. He can. He passes to Awful and gets 13 yards. And another pass, but that goes above his head. Lightning. To Sunflower, who is moving in complete slow motion. Here is Camps again with a nice catch and 19 yards. Gisser, the captain. What can he do? He gets 6 yards. He only have 137. There's another pickoff by Sux Galore. Second interception for him in this game. He will be proud of that one. Shades trying to do running, but he gets stopped by everybody. Here he is overhead. He does a nice run, breaks a tackle, avoids the tackle in the end, and tries to avoid another one, but runs into a wall. Here is Galore with a nice catch and gets down to the 2 yard line. Shades running back and forth, but doesn't get anything. So overhead just does his straight line running and gets another touchdown for the Havocs, who leads now 3-1. Here is Lightning again, passing to his Hate Blender. He catches it for 5 yards, but that is not enough. And Ratchet Queep catches another ball, and Sux Galore catches the next one and gets a 28 yard receiving there. And Ratchet Queep in, and Peakster overhead is injured by Hate Blender, who I think actually became even more brutal for some reason. Wow, 137 brutality. That is insane. Well, the Havocs now with 4, we can speed it up a little bit here, because the Havocs are on the run, and well, the Outlaws have actually taken over now, but they are getting stopped immediately, and Shades runs into trouble. And here is Invasion Derek, the one who replaced the injured player. And there's another touchdown, and I guess the Havoc, they really win this one. Despite Hate Blender injuring players, he really can't do anything offensive other than injuring players. Lightning passes to there, but Queep deflects it. Gizzard managed to pass to a first down. And here's Lightning, gets sacked by Bongler. And yeah, he is Hate Blender. Oh, now he actually does something. Breaks a lot of tackles and gets down to the 4 yard line. But OG Holder, the new kid, gets an interception in the end zone. And that is really it for the Outlaws, even though it was it for a very long time. Gizzard, yeah, he managed to avoid. Oh, and Hate Blender helps him a lot there with some blocks. Maybelline Lightning, 2 awful camps, and it's 2-5. But only 6 plays remain. Shades got nothing. And that ball is thrown away. Turn off, trying to pass. That's a nice pass to have 16 yards. That ball is thrown away. Sux Galore, 2 plays left. Passes to Invasion Derek, who running, but it's taken down but only after 42 yards. And here he sucks galore again, but he does not reach the end zone for another touchdown. So the Arkham Havoc wins over Mos Eisley Outlaws with 5-2, and Sucks Galore gets player of the game with 89 fan points, 144 receiving yards, 4 pass deflection, 2 interceptions, and that's a good game. Johnny Appetite get it for the Outlaws with 54. And the fact is that, here is Hate Blunder. He basically injured the player. That's and the last game of week 4 is the play against the Spectres. So both teams have won 2, but the Spectres are undefeated with 2 wins and 1 tie. Handblood is a good player, and Tudor Quicks is not a blocker really, but they did do 98 pancakes. They do not have a very good blocking line here. This can be interesting. And Sheriff Rotten, he is a nice player. Intentional Sin as well. Bow Terrain have passed for 5 yards. He must have come in one game, and now he gets a starting position. That's probably his first start. Anybody else who only have a few? No. That's the only one. And Tone Penta, like that player. So let's see how this game goes. It's a beautiful day for some Brutal Ball, and Bow Terrain is going to start for the Spectres. And he is running, and managing actually to get a first down. There was a 16-yard run. Rotten passes, is deflected by Gammon. Sin trying to get something but can't. And Terrain again. Yeah, but that's deflected, and the Plague take over the ball. Pointy Head trying to get something. Here's Rinky Dink. He gets tackled for a loss as well, and the Spectres take over. Terrain passes for 9 yards, and Terrain can't catch that one. Sin gets stopped, and once again the Plague are taking over. We haven't really done anything here. That ball is thrown away by Pointy Head. No, that was not Pointy Head. I'm sorry. Rinky Dink here is passing, and it's deflected by Fuse. And the Spectres take over again, and Fuse trying to catch it and gets 6 yards. Rotten looking for a pass but can't find one. Oh yeah, he does. He ran a little bit, and then he passes to Sin, who gets 25 yards. It seems that the Spectres are now going anything, but they gets sacked there. But here is Fuse getting a nice pass, and the Spectres have taken the lead by 1-0. Marty Gammon there now drops the ball. You can't do that when you're in there was a pancake, and Pointy Head gets 8 yards. There's a nice pass to Gammon, and he must have slapped Ruby silly to get that free. 45 yards, that was a really nice catch. Here is Blood. He gets sacked by Grid. And Pointy Head gets, I don't know what happened there. It was a fumble, but it was advanced, what I say. Yeah. Window gets a pass and managed to get a first down after 14 yards. Here's Blood again. He has not started very well. Pointy Head passes, and it's Window with a touchdown for the Plagues. And it's a interception by Gammon, who actually managed to get a pick 6. And Kev Swindle is injured by Tony Penta. That was a really nice play there for the Plague. First down by Sheriff Rotten. Sin smashing through, but not getting very far. Bow Terrain passes. Get it to Linda May Fuse, who gets 20 yards on that play. Rotten is trying to get anything, and it does. Here is Penta. He's going to score. It's going to be equalized 2-2. Here is Pointy Head again. He's completely slapping everybody and gets 17 yards. We have Constantina in for the injured player. Yeah, the Plague has injured a lot. Have 2 players injured so far. Rotten looking for somebody, just throws it out of bounds. Sin also seemed to look for somebody, but changes his mind. No, he didn't. He managed to find someone, but it was only for 3 yards, and they lose the ball. Point ahead. Gets 11 yards and the first down there. And here is Blood. Managed to catch that ball and gets 15 yards. The Plague are now moving the ball nicely. Just set up when Grid gets his third sack of the game. Here is Majestic. Manages to get Constantina. Managed to get 4 yards, but it's too little. And the Spectres have the ball again. Terrain trying to run it this time, only gets 4 yards. Rotten passes. Sin catches. And yes, a nice catch there for 27 yards. It's Sin's turn to throw it this time. And tries to run it again. And gets 2 yards. Terrain can't get it. Then Rotten drops the pass. And then Terrain drops the pass. It's almost like, okay, you dropped it, I'm gonna drop it as well, to just show that sympathy for you. Here is Delver. Please light or something. I don't know what it can be. But he gets a nice run, and please listen. Gets a nice run. And Tudor Quicks catches that ball for 2 yards. And Hunblood is injured by Dog Corporation. That's the third injury for the Spectres, who are becoming more and more decimated here. But they are holding their own. 45 plays left. But here is Penta. He is running, but this time... Oh. Trying again. No, yeah, this time he got it. But a 63-yard catch there by Penta. And they are down at the 17-yard line. Sin catches passes to both Terrain. Dog Corporation is injured by Galacticus Tongs. And Sin gets a touchdown for the Spectres. And the Plagues are now in pickle here because they are down with 38 plays left. Well, nice enough. But Fuse managed to catch that ball for the Spectres. And then Constantina tackles the ball carrier for a loss. And that ball is thrown away. So the Plague is up for it again. Ruby deflects the pass. And Terrain deflects pass. And Rinky Dink can't run anything. So the Spectres take the ball back. And Fuse catches it for the first down. 10 yards. Rotten. What can he do? He runs. No, he passes to Fuse. Managed to just pass the ball before the line of scrimmage. International Sin passes and Fuse gets a touchdown. It's 2-4. And it feels like the Spectres have taken control over this game. There's Please Listen, gets 0 yards. Rinky Dink is trying to run it, but gets stopped after 0 yards as well. And Constantina can't do anything. Terrain passes to Fuse, who first run one way and then changes her mind. But due to that, she can't get enough. Here is Constantina is injured by Rodriguez. And weirdly is going in. And it's like the 4 injury here. Please Listen trying to run it, but only gets 6 yards. Point ahead, passes, but over the head of something weirdly. And there they are stopped once again, and the Spectres are taking over. Sheriff Rotten almost gets the first down, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it here now. No, that's deflected by Wieners. Sin gets sacked, and Spectres are the Plague are taking over the ball again here, but it's only 16 yards, 16 plays left. But Quicks breaks a tackle and gets 35 yards. Here's Point ahead, breaks a whole bunch of tackles, gets 13 yards and another first down. Are they trying to do something here at the end? Please Listen. He's screaming, but nobody is there where he wants to throw it. Point ahead. Oh, it's a turnover. Terrain gets an interception. And that's a really nice pass to Penta, and he is decently fast and gets 59 yards. Rotten passes. Now that was go for 2 yards. And then his sink is stopped. There Fuse with a touchdown catch for 3rd touchdown of the game, and it's definitely now over for the Plague. And they get sacked just to add salt to the wound. Rinky Dink gets 1 yard. And then Penta gets a catch for Spectres. Gets down to the 8-yard line. Are they gonna do? Yep, they make a touchdown again. 6-2 for Spectres. And the Plague are basically just giving up now, and it gets deflected. The Spectres taking a pretty easy win against the Plagues with 6-2. And Bushy Grid gets player of the game with 73 pancakes. That's a lot. And 5 sacks. Marty Gammon gets it for the Plague with 41 fan points. He did an interception. Yeah. So that's it for this this week of the let's see anything. You can check it out yourself if you are interested. And here are this top week's performers. Past deflections, we have Festering Gordo with 5 for the Castle Rock Boulders. Tackers for Loss Glib sponsorship for Blackwater Sharks with 3. Sacks was Bushy Grid with 5 for the Silent Hill Spectres, the game we just watched. And interceptions is Leave Yellow Hella with 3 for the Bandits. Tackles is 24 for the Barney Danger State or the Fright Night. Isn't he a gunner? Maybe he plays linebacker as well. Yeah, probably. Defensive player of the week is Glib sponsorship with 70 something fan points. That is something that really should change that you can't actually see. Oh well, and pancakes is Bushy Grid for the Spectres with 73. Receiving yards 357 for Merc Gusto, the Ironforge University. Pass yards is Juan Console, 283 for Rapture Abandon. Rushing yards is 193 for Kreese Instance of the Sherman Legends. And Merc Gusto gets total yards with 357. And offensive player of the week is Merc Gusto. But total player of the week is Memory Foam Wisdom with 109 fan points. Let's see if we can get any, if there are any. Ooh, that is a banger of a game. The 2 undefeated teams going head to head with each other, Bandits and Abandoned. Ooh, that's going to be a game for the ages. Well, that's it for week 4. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.